Long ago, there were 7 different kingdoms, each possessing unique beauties and mysteries. However, among these kingdoms, the most splendid was the Golden Kingdom. The name of this kingdom stemmed from its golden-hued lands, shimmering rivers, and every stone it possessed. At the heart of the kingdom stood a grand castle, the place where the Golden King and Queen ruled. However, the greatest secret of the Golden Kingdom was the Dragon Princess. The Dragon Princess was said to possess legendary beauty and a wise spirit. However, for centuries, the Golden Kingdom had been under a dark curse. Every full moon night, the Dragon Princess would transform into a dragon. This curse had been brought upon the royal family of the kingdom by a sorcerer long ago. Thus, the Golden Kingdom had tightly concealed the existence of the Dragon Princess and had exerted great effort to protect her. One day, Kale, a young hunter living in the green forest bordering the Golden Kingdom, discovered the Dragon Princess. Kale was a brave and just young man. He decided to embark on a journey to break the curse afflicting the Dragon Princess and restore peace to the Golden Kingdom. However, this journey would be a great adventure filled with challenges for him. Kale prepared his horse and set out towards the Golden Kingdom. Along the way, he was accompanied by a loyal friend, a tiny dragon hatchling. This dragon hatchling encouraged him and guided him on his path. Kale would face great trials to find the courage and wisdom necessary to rescue the Dragon Princess. Firstly, Kale had to traverse the dark forest, a perilous forest where mysterious creatures and evil spirits lurked. Kale and the dragon hatchling managed to evade the traps and monsters encountered in the depths of the forest. Eventually, they crossed the dark forest and reached the Sky Valley beyond the 7 mountains. The Sky Valley was renowned for its magnificent vistas. However, the people living in the valley feared the curse of the Dragon Princess and were reluctant to aid Kale in his quest. To persuade them and gain their trust, Kale flew a dragon in the sky, explaining to them that the Dragon Princess was not truly a creature but cursed under a dark spell. Moved by Kale's courage and goodness, the people of Sky Valley decided to assist him. Continuing on from Sky Valley, Kale and the dragon hatchling journeyed towards the Golden Kingdom. However, they faced a series of challenges along the way that hindered their progress. One of the final components needed to save the Dragon Princess was the legendary Golden Sword. This sword possessed the power to break the curse afflicting the Dragon Princess. However, the location of the sword was hidden in the Dragon Cave atop the peaks of the dangerous mountains. Kale and the dragon hatchling began their ascent of the dangerous mountains. When they reached the peaks, they encountered a colossal dragon. This dragon was the legacy of the sorcerer who had cast the spell that initiated the curse upon the Dragon Princess. Kale and the dragon hatchling engaged in a fierce battle with the dragon. However, with his courage and determination, Kale managed to defeat the dragon. Entering the dragon cave, Kale found the golden sword. This sword gleamed with golden light, adorned with mysterious symbols. Kale took up the sword and returned to the Golden Kingdom to rescue the Dragon Princess. However, the journey back would be the greatest trial for him. Upon arriving at the Golden Kingdom, Kale proceeded towards the chamber of the Dragon Princess. However, magical barriers and dark forces guarded the castle. Kale attempted to overcome these obstacles with his courage and belief. Using the power of the golden sword, he managed to break through the castle walls and magical barriers. When Kale reached the chamber of the dragon princess, he beheld her in her dragon form. However, there was still a hint of humanity in her eyes. With a moment of hesitation, Kale approached the dragon princess. The humanity in her eyes reminded Kale of the goodness within himself. Lowering the sword, Kale stepped towards the dragon princess. As the gleam of the golden sword enveloped her, the curse was broken. The dragon princess reverted to her human form and looked at Kale with gratitude. The Golden Kingdom was now free from the curse, and the true beauty and goodness of the dragon princess shone in everyone's eyes. The king and queen thanked Kale and honored him with the highest accolades of the kingdom. Kale was recognized as the new hero of the Golden Kingdom and the beloved of the dragon princess. Happiness and peace returned to the Golden Kingdom. Kale and the dragon princess inspired the entire kingdom with their love and courage. The curse of the dragon princess was forgotten, and the Golden Kingdom would be remembered as part of a legendary tale. And so, the tale of Kale and the dragon princess was etched into the history of the Seven Kingdoms. The power of courage, belief, and love could always overcome the darkest of challenges. The gleam of the golden sword and the mystery of the dragon princess would live on in the hearts of people forever. Would you please like the video and subscribe to my channel?